Seconda serata del Trasimeno Blues Festival. Ieri sera eravamo a San Feliciano con il grandissimo Kirk Fletcher. Quest'oggi siamo ripartiti da San Feliciano con Angelo Lidbelli Rossi ed è stata la volta di una serata fantastica, quella che ha visto protagonista direttamente da New Orleans il bravissimo Luke Winslow-King a Magione. The incredible things is the atmosphere that you have created in this place. What is the secret?
You know, the secret is always to play for the people, and not for only yourself. And Trasimeno and Gianluca, diario, and everyone who puts this thing together has a passion for bringing people to the concert and bringing the right music. So he has a wonderful agenda, and I think that the people were here ready for a great concert. So half the work was done. I just had to come through and have an open heart for the people.
To Michigan in the Louisiana.
Yeah.
Why?
When I was 18 years old, after high school, I took a road trip around America playing the music of Woody Guthrie. And my first day in New Orleans, my car was stolen with all of my equipment and all of my instruments. And so I stayed in New Orleans for 3 weeks, and I fell in love with the city because it has such a wonderful tradition for music and such a colorful landscape. And I just fell in love with New Orleans, and I auditioned for the college there, and I studied classical music at the University of New Orleans, and I never left, and now I call it my home.
Say what you wanna play.
Why for you New Orleans is such magical city?
Well, I think before, like I said, we have a rich tradition of music, and some places in America you might have a concert once a week or, you know, a few times a week, but in New Orleans we have more than 100 clubs with music every single day, and music is a part of life. And also, like Italy, New Orleans has a real passion for food and history. So I think it's a little bit of Europe in America, and the people there have, you know, a really special way of embracing each other and are very kind to each other. And I just really fell in love when I went to New Orleans, and as I've spent time there, I've gained more and more friends and contacts, and it's the place for me. It's a very special place, and I would encourage anyone who comes to America to come to New Orleans. When you come to New Orleans, come to Frenchman Street, because Bourbon Street is where all the drunks go, and Frenchman Street is where you can go to hear great original music in New Orleans.
You say during the concert that you have played in Italy for 7 times. What kind or what type of elements you have bring with you from Italy?
I've been very inspired in Italy, you know, by the romanticism in your culture and the beauty of history and how you preserve your history and how history lives within people daily. It's not something that you read about in a book, or once in a while you go to an archaeological site and see something. It's within your daily lives. And it's had an effect on my music and my approach to music and my entire life. So Italy has definitely become a part of me, and I consider Italy maybe my 3rd or 4th home. First New Orleans, and then Michigan, and then Italy. So I feel right at home here, and I thank all the people of your fine country for making me feel so welcome.
You have recorded recently a new album. What kind of elements or emotion you should to bring in the listeners?
We have a lot of elements of gospel music, blues, folk music, jazz, and you know, also poetic lyrics, but also simple lyrics that, you know, people can remember and bring home with them, and hopefully people can see themselves within the lyrics. That's always a goal of mine. So there's a lot of elements at play all together, and I feel like with this album we stretched ourselves, so there's more genres, there's more color, more developed sound than our other albums. And it'll be released in September in America, and we hope to come on tour this winter in January to release the album in Italy.
I believe you've carried too long. It's such a long, long way back home. We just leaned in.
You have played at the Blues Festival.
Yeah.
What's the blues for you?
Wow, the blues is a feeling. You know, everyone who's ever walked this earth, I think, has had the blues. You know, everybody, the Asians have it, the Africans have it, the Europeans have it, the Americans have it. So it's a feeling within yourself, and it makes you feel better. That's the whole thing about the blues. It's, you know, think of people sing the blues because it's a sad thing, but the reason you play the blues is to make yourself feel better about being sad. So the blues is medicine. I would say that's what the blues is to me. It's medicine.
If she don't come back, thinking about losing my mind. If she ever come back to stay, spending on a brand new day.